Good morning, everyone. I am Vishnu Jagtap, and in front of all of you, I am presenting the Business Standard newspaper headlines. So, first of all, exports slide 12% on recession fears. Next, wholesale inflation cools to 22 months low of 4.95%. Next, India INC's yearly outlook most cautious in a decade. Next, foreign investment limit mutual funds I gift city route. Next, auto firms go for price hikes even as cost ease. On page number 4 in company section under that SAB scraps fighter jet agreement with Adani. Next, firms may dole out 9.8% salary hike in 23 survey. Next, Byju's introduces process to verify customer consent. Next, Torrent, no change in Reliance cap and PV guidelines meet. Next, Siemens signs rupees 26,000 crore locomotive order with railways. The next, drug pricing regulator revises ceiling price of 128 medicines. Next, Lupin gets US FDA nude for generic drug to treat HIV. Next, Reliance suspends gas auction after change in marketing rules. Next, why has different standards for India, Europe, Supreme Court to Google. Next, Google bagged share chats and Dunzo hand out pink slips. Next, Spencer's cast net wide to reel in value conscious consumer. On page number 6 in Economy and Public Affairs section under that National Startup Awards, Goel pitches for a startup database. Next, soon pay bills through Paytm Payments Bank. Next, opposition questions need to for remote voting machines. Next, BOM quarter 3 net more than doubles to rupees 775 crore. Next, federal banks net jumps 54% in third quarter. Next, now Kerala makes mask mandatory in public places. Next, COVID XBB 1.5 variant cases rises to 26 in India. INSA COG. Next, Rane government working to isolate people from global slowdown. Next, Supreme Court declines to hear plea on Joshimat uh, subsidence. Next, National Cooperative Society to have rupees 500 crore share capital. Next, Japan. India hold first joint air drill amid China concerns. Next, risk profiling for off shipments from China up. Next, December WPI inflation cools to lowest 22 months at 4.95%. Next, rising prices of non-perishables may jack up retail food inflation. Next, Beam transaction high value but volumes lag revivals. On page number 8 in Economy and Public Affairs section under that states fiscal health better after COVID stress RBI report. Next, ethanol pipeline gets rupees 16,000 crore investment bid. Next, RBI prior approval now a must for picking up over 5% in banks. Next, remove rule that calls for TDS on cash withdrawal. Banks in budget wish list. Next, cheaper finance for small retailers on the cards. Next, increased provision on CET 1 for loan loss to be phased out. Next, two firms to invest rupees 295 crore to set up power rise unit. Next, government steps into help fishing communities. On page number 9 in that Agnipath making armed forces future ready PM. Next, have to win all 9 state polls in 23 BJP at national executive meet. Next, wealth of 9 in every 10 ultra rich Indian rose in 2022 report. Next, Renew Power explores green hydro project in India, Egypt. Next, Maharashtra CM to sign MOU worth rupees 1.4 trillion. Next, Adani Group pledges to grow 100 ml trees by 30. On page number 10 in that world section under that fragmentation may cost global economy up to 7% of GDP IMF. Next, global jobs growth will halve in 2023 ILO. Next, Global recession likely, supply chains diversification to benefit India, WEF. Next, India among few nations evolving food systems for farmer, alleged SMEs study. Next, globally, wildfires cost $50 billion every year. AI can help fight them. Next, Nepal crash, black box found at the site, 35 bodies identified. Next, Ukraine, toll at 40, German defense minister resigns. Next, major Apple partners plan Southeast Asia expansion. Next, Pakistan's productivity growth stagnant at 1.5% for 10 years. Next, RRR wins big at the Critics' Choice Award 2023. Next, Italy's most wanted mafia boss Denaro arrested. Next, household wealth optimism collapses survey. Next, globally, wildfires cost $50 billion every year. AI can help fight them. On page number 11 in opinion section, under that, balance of powers. Next, the growing divide. Next, spook reminisces. Next, when shareholders don't buy the numbers. Next, 2022 a very unusual year. Next, on page number 12 in the smart investor section, under that, mutual fund I gift city route to cross foreign investment limit barrier. Next, rupees weakens amid thin volumes of FII outflows. Greenback rebound. Next, Sensex fall but holds above 60,000. Next, mutual fund use correction to buy blue chip stocks. Next, brokerages upbeat on HDFC Bank stock. Next, PVR shares drop nearly 4% after downgrade. Next, OMCs may see a short-term bounce back on improved quarter 3 showing. On page number 13, in the smart investor section, under that, weak quarter 3 pulls down DMart stock to 6-month low. Next, US rate cut expectations have yellow metal shining bright. Next, on page number 17, to text section, under that, sparking the EV supply chain. Next, NFRA statutory auditors to submit annual transparency report. Next, uptick in female labor force participation. On page number 18, in that, auto firms have foot on price pedal even as commodity cost tail off. Next, Vivaco Metin acquires women's IPL media rights for rupees 951 crore. Next, that much for today. Thanks for watching. Make a good day.